All right. Let's get this party started.
Last time we talked.
No, that's not what I wanted. No, I got a notification on YouTube. No, that was one day ago. Asking me how to in blueprints. I don't wanna.
So when I started working,
I don't wanna. In fact, I gotta do. Let's make sure everything's working. There we go. I'm live. I have the updates. Much updates. This actor is used to detect when an enemy unit enters the base. The actor is connected to the base's health value. The base's health is depleted each time an enemy unit passes through the base gateway. When the base health is 0, that's kind of annoying. I was hoping we could just point the enemy at the base and have them shoot the base or whatever. Any unit passes through the base, it triggers the reinforcement pool drain. I still don't understand this reinforcement thing. Like, why does this reinforcement thing matter? The reinforcements pool is just a number that shows on the HUD and tied to your ability to respawn. If the number is greater than 0, you can still respawn after dying. When an enemy unit enters your base, your reinforcement pool starts draining at a specific rate. And if one of your units enters the enemy base, their reinforcement pool starts draining too. But what happens to the enemy? Oh, god damn it. I gotta ask more questions. Each team has their own reinforcement pool. Each time another enemy unit enters your base, the drain rate multiplies, so reinforcement pool will drain faster. When your reinforcements are 0, you can no longer respawn if you die. The game doesn't stop at this point, so there's still a small chance you could win if your units manage to destroy the enemy base while you're dead. Okay, I see how this is gonna work. This has the possibility to end in a tie. The reinforcements pool value should be exposed as a server variable so you can adjust the pool value before starting the match. The reinforcement pool value needs to be replicated. So Yo, no kidding, of course. I am actually not sure how I'm going to do this. Starts with a neutral team assignment. Either team can capture the actor by standing in a specific radius for X duration. This fills the capture progress meter. Once the meter is filled, it is considered captured by that team. If two players are inside the capture radius at the same time, the capture progress is considered contested and is paused. We're not doing more than 1v1 right this moment, so I'm not even going to worry about that one. Team members capturing the same point should speed up the capture progress. I don't care. Once a capture point is captured, it will go into a cooldown before it can be recaptured by another team during this cooldown period. It cannot be captured and will remain in control of the current team. This capture point actor can be connected to other actors for various gameplay scenarios. This is already done. Minus this cooldown, but I need to talk to him about like the cooldown. That's an easy enough implementation, so I'm not even going to worry about it. Create a base actor. Do its base gateway. We still don't have enough information. I'll deal with that later. You know what? I'm going to take a break from LAPD. I'm going to work on my game. How do I change this? Update title. Oh, wow. A bunch of things that I didn't do. There we go. It's been updated. I think now if I refresh, it will work. Not on YouTube, apparently. Oh, wait, this is the last video. Yeah, it did work. Okay. So I did buy something and I want to play with it. So we're going to do that. Because I still have to go through a bunch of questions with him, apparently. So. There it is. Let's add that to a project. Wait, where's the anime one? Here's Truck Coon. Not actually gonna add it to that. I wanna do that one, anime test project. What? How? How would they already exist? I just made the like I just bought this. This is gonna be interesting. I guess time to find out. I don't remember if this is a C++ or not for the project. Hold on. Standing. I'm gonna sit the fuck down. Let's find out. It is not a C++ project. Interesting. Here we go. Let's see what this character actually looks like in game. What was this? This was Cat Girl. Does she have a animation blueprint? Oh, I don't think she does. Yeah, no, she might not. Huh. Duplicate. Sure. What we want to do is let's find out if this works. This might work. uh, it's so bad. Okay. Oh man, sorry. Uh, so bad. Okay, let's see here. This is not supposed to be right. What? What in the blue hell is going on here? I do not know what I fucked up at this point. Okay. What the actual fuck is going on here? What? You gotta be kidding me. I did something, I completely fucked up this project. It's fine. I just I don't really care about this project. I'm just gonna delete it. We're gonna start over. Where am I? Here we are. Here we are. Okay, I wanted to play with some stuff. And we want to start with the anime thing. And we're just going to show in folder. And we want to delete this altogether. Anime test project. Delete. Yeet it. It doesn't matter. I think I deleted more than just that though. Okay. Um, so what we're gonna do is anime. Oh, sorry, no. Street, city, Tokyo Street. Look at that. Always good. I want to find a street that's not going to be the worst thing ever. And it must not be 3D. I want it to be drivable. No. Ooh, that's actually a good idea. Shinjuku, I think, is a decent spot, right? Actually, let's start with like an outskirts place. Japan has a lot of smaller buildings. Is that a school? Interesting. I don't know if I really like this area, to be honest. See about going out even further. How far out do we need to go before we start getting into the... There we go. This is more like what we want. No! Give us more! Yard. Oh, what was it? It was zombie. What was I gonna do? Isekai. Hit by truck. I love how this one is. Where is it? They've got a cup. Like I want this here. Is the general idea. Greatest hits. Hmm. Maybe it's just not this area. I'm trying to find like that specific look. Hey, look, we found that look. Here it is. Kind of. We could do Hokkaido. Actually, I wonder what Hokkaido would look like. What if it's just like different areas altogether? Like, what if we don't want Tokyo? I think the answer is that we just didn't want Tokyo. Let's find our city that we want to base this off of. How big is this city? It's a very large city. Let's go for something smaller. Let's actually go up to Hokkaido. Is Hokkaido up further? Oh, it. Okay, I think this is probably the one that we want, right? How do I measure? Let's check this place out. I kind of like this. Hiya! Huzzah! The question is this right? I feel like this is getting more like a little bit more. Wow. Look at that star. The question is, do we want... fuck. I think I'm going to change this one more time. Update title. Doing art stuff. There we go. Update all. That's fine. No, I don't really like this either. Osaka's another one that... Osaka might be better. I think city-wise, we're looking at a good... Oh, this actually might be really nice. Yeah, let's do this. I kind of really like this. But I wish I could get like a little bit further. Can we do... I don't really like that section. What this one? Let's do this. Actually, should we do that or should we... Actually, you know what? You know what? I know I've been like all over the place today. Let's just do some art. Hey. Liquid Mark. Welcome. Sorry I'm a bit all over the place today. I can't make up my mind what the fuck I want to do. All right. Let's try this. Let's try some art today. I haven't done art in a while, so I'm gonna actually do some sculpting today, I think. I'm trying to get unstuck. Is really what I'm doing. Just trying to get unstuck. Because I am quite stuck at the moment. I'm not sure what I want to do. So I've kind of got like a block on some things, right? So I have this list, but I've got a bunch of questions that I have to like sit down and talk with the guy leading the project about some of these things so we can flush them out a little bit more. Because there's details that I'm a bit unsure of here. So I kind of don't want to make, I don't want to get into like, implementing the resource system or creating capture points and stuff like that until I sit down and chat with them and work out some of the oddities that I have questions about. So I can't really do the programming side of things, but that's for this game. So usually I'm doing a lot of programming, and I'm doing all the networked programming and abilities and gameplay systems for this game. But I also want to make a game based off of a anime trope called Truck-kun. And that's what I'm going to do after I'm done this. So I've been slowly working on it, fleshing out some of the ideas here. And I want to try and get the art style right. So Truck-kun is an if you're not unaware, Truck-kun is a anime trope where people get isekai'd by getting hit by a truck, and it's kind of all stems from this image. I'll hit you so hard, you're that you're pounded into another world. Thought it was absolutely hilarious. So I was like, I'm going to make this game. So anyway, so I definitely want this anime look to it, but because I'm not much of an artist, right? I'm a terrible artist. I'm not really sure how the fuck I'm gonna do this. So I'm just kind of like working my way through stuff. Yeah. That's kind of what I'm working on today, I guess, is trying to figure out what the anime characters are gonna look like and how am I gonna paint them and rig them and stuff like that. Are all questions that I don't have good answers for at the moment. So. Also, I get to try out my new tablet. Got this one. It's from Bamboo. It's replacing my old Huion one because the Huion one doesn't work with my new monitors. You know, the small things, the little things. So Hey. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Mm-hmm. It's quite the office lady. It's either that or we work on environment stuff. And that's hard too, right? Like there's so many hard questions to answer. Cuz like one of the big issues that I'm having is that like I am not sure what all the art style is going to look like for this, because I don't know what I can reasonably pull off. So I need I want to have a character so I can put them in the world and be like, all right, this is the world. And I was thinking about going and grabbing photos like this and then trying to make this anime style, you know. Like we could do that. That is an option. I wonder if I could actually make an office lady. This isn't art. Don't mind me. That wasn't me. Feel like I'm gonna get dinged on YouTube for that one. Oh, that's gonna be bad. I forgot that I had that there. Let's pretend it didn't happen. What do you mean this isn't art? How is this not art? Do. Mm. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. I guess we could just try and work off this one image. It is pretty clear. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. So it probably comes down like this. I should probably start with not her jacket. Yeah, let's start with her skirt. Because I think her skirt would be easier. Her skirt should come up pretty tall here. And should come down like this. Wonder if a box might be the right way to go for this, or like something like that. looking at like that, right? I'm so bad at this, but whatever. We're gonna get the there's only one way to get the hang of this, and it's to start somewhere. Actually, I guess maybe if we do this. Where is it? Select. It's the mask pen. Okay, let's see what this is going to look like. Extract. Maybe even less. No, I think that was too little. Maybe a tiny bit more. Let's try that. I think that's better. Heck yeah. Oh, wait. This top part's kind of annoying. Ah, I've got bad parts. Sometimes Sudo does art. Sudo does art, but poorly. I'm having trouble finding characters, so I figured I will try my best to make one that I like so I can start on environment work. That could be cool. Maybe. I'm like exceptionally bad at this though. Like, look how bumpy that is. It's kind of not the worst though. Are you learning? Are you learning ZBrush or are you new to it? That's a hard question to answer. I'm a little bit new to it, but not really. I don't know. It's hard to explain. Like I have a lot of problems when it comes to finding people to work with. So it's hard to find people that will be reliable, right? Let's accept this. All right, now we can kind of take a look at this. And I think this is a fairly decent job, all things considering. We go like this and take a look. These not so bad. There's obvious spots that need to be fixed up. Maybe. Actually, maybe not, because like they are just underwear. Right now we could chop these up, right? We could do, instead of this, it would be, or would this be the, yeah, it'd be this, right? Trim lasso, I think, is what we're looking for. Well, I was kind of thinking of maybe doing this. Apparently, I don't understand how this works. Something like that. And then we could do, right? Yeah, right? I'm not crazy. Then we can come to here and maybe do, maybe not worry too much about this one. Maybe just come in at the back here and go. I'm totally butchering this, and I am totally aware. But I think we have a general idea here. There, and then if we come into here and we put her back. But it works, right? Does it not? Does it not look good? Does it look bad? Right? You'll likely never get to see anything more than this. Because she's going to be this one's actually probably you're never going to be able to see these. Because realistically what I'm doing is I'm going to do a skirt. So now it would be this, right? Now I think for the skirt, even doing this is a bad idea, right? Because like for a skirt, you probably just want it to be kind of like one giant piece. And do see that would probably be a great idea. I don't think we'd need radial symmetry though for pleats because I don't think that we really need pleats. We'll only really realistically have like one or two pleats, right? So let's actually let's do that. Let's start with that. Said cylinder. She's tiny. Is this even the right cylinder? I don't think this was the right cylinder. That's the right cylinder. It's fucking tiny as fuck though, eh? I don't really know how to do that. Give me 1 sec. I'll be right back. Holy shit, it's Chris. I've been playing around. I got a new tablet. I have to say, I fucking hate this pen. Yeah. The Wacom pen for the Intuos is dog shit. It okay. Oh god, if they did, then I don't even want to think about how bad it used to be. It feels so terrible in the hand. I don't know how anybody can enjoy this pen, specifically this one. I imagine that the Intuos Pro and the Cintiq pen is vastly different than this one. This is the low end pen. This pen feels like crap. This pen feels amazing. This is what a pen should feel like. The problem is I can't use this tablet anymore. I miss this pen, but this tablet is better than my other tablet. I find that this tablet is better, but this pen is better. Yeah. So never again will I buy an Intuos. I might buy an Intuos Pro though, but I'm never buying another Intuos. Like the baseline Intuos. I fucking hate the pen so much. It's so bad. It's fucking dog shit. It's too light. The buttons are too raised, and they're not in a nice spot. Like they don't feel good, and it's too thin. Like it's just there's no, and the buttons feel super cheap, like really 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 cheap. Really? Huh. But I think that comes from like, this is where I started, and this is actually really nice. I think this is probably comparable feel wise to the Intuos Pro or a Cintiq, because I think that's what this was modeled after. Like it has the entire base and everything with it, right? And this was my first tablet that I bought. So not super stoked about this. No, I can't. They're different brands. Going from Huion pens don't work on Wacom Tech, unfortunately. Then, but I think I can probably upgrade the pen, and then that wouldn't be too much of a problem. But I find that it is easier to sculpt. At least it might be the screen, but it is easier to sculpt on this than it is to sculpt on my old tablet. So there's pros and cons. Like I hate the pen, but the tablet itself I seem to be doing a better job with. So, but I also wonder, like, if I go to, because you can buy, like, you can buy pens, right? Styluses. So, what if I was to say buy one of these different ones, right? Like this one. What if I was to buy this instead? Would it feel better? The other thing I could do is just upgrade to the Pro line. If I go to the Pro line, it will probably just come with a better pen. Like this pen here is like so close to this one. So this might be an upgrade that I do in, seriously. Of course. The only problem is that they're just so bloody expensive compared to this one, right? So it'll take me a little bit to get it, you know. Yeah, here we go. So I think this would be the one that I should have gone with. But right now, if I was to upgrade, my girlfriend would get mad at me. My girlfriend would get so upset with me. Yeah. Don't get me wrong though. Don't let my opinion sway you. Yeah. Chris, I wish that Chris, I wish that you had a mic so you could yell at me easier. Oh, also Chris, what do you think of my panties? Did I do a good job? Oh, okay. You just, yeah, but you don't use your mic when we're on Discord. I am 100% using a base mesh because I don't think I have enough time to like learn how to sculpt proper characters. I am also debating whether to go back to Houdini with this character mesh and get stuff. Oh god, man. I can't do work like this. Let's be honest. You saw where I was at. What do you think of the base mesh though? Is the base mesh good? Like I think it's supposed to be pretty good. I've heard good things about the artist who made this. Oh. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of wish that I could get a base mesh from you to work with, if I'm being completely honest, because I really like your style. No, but I can do clothes in Houdini. This is the person who I'm using it from. I've heard really good things about this person, so. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to do that here. Oh yeah, but everything needs to be retopologized anyways, right? I'm just merely saying that like your work, your characters, if I could pull off your characters, that would be the I don't know if everybody is aware, but Chris makes fantastic fucking characters. Um, and Chris also streams on Twitch. Go give them a follow. They're amazing. But like, okay, so if I could do this type of character here for the game that I'm making, I would it would be like this would be the style that I would just have to match for background stuff and there would be no question, right? 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 Chris's work is fantastic. You have just the right amount of thickness. Is the perfect way of putting this. Like you get that anime look, but you get a little bit of thick and it's amazing. It's so good. I love it. I love it so much. Let's see if I can pull up some more of his stuff because his stuff's really good. Oh yeah, there's also this one. This is another one that's really good here. Right? I think this is safe to scroll through, right? I can scroll this one, right? Exactly, right? I'm fairly certain I can scroll this one. See? Look at those legs. Oh, beautiful legs. Yeah, I didn't think this one was nude. I think you've done nude, but not like I don't think you really post a bunch of nude. I think though for a game, the other character would be a better model. But this is really 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 pretty and really well done. Would be the bunny what? Like Raiden from Mortal Kombat? I think I remember you showing me in one that had nudes. I think I remember, but I'll have to go back and see. I can't remember if we were in the lounge or if we were live. I think we were in live streams. No, it's no longer there anymore. Or was it stream chat? Yeah, it was stream chat, never mind. Holy shit, this was so long ago. There's so much more still here. I can't was it a direct message, do you think? I'll come back to it. But yeah, great work. This one's perfect. This one would be perfect to go into a game, though. Oh, I can't click on that right now. If I click on that, it might go into the wrong stream. Actually, no, I can click on it. I can click on it from my phone. Oh yeah, this one. This one's also really, really good. But yeah, like so Chris, so like what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to figure out what I have to do to Unreal to get that anime 2D look. But it's so hard to start because I don't know what the characters are going to look like. And if I don't know if I can't start with the characters and try and get that character 2D look, then it makes putting in an environment really difficult. Or even starting on an environment. As far as like what I'm looking at, I actually kind of have an idea of kind of like the aesthetic that I'm looking for, and it's kind of like this one. Yeah, I'm gonna do toon shaders and stuff like that, but like I think I saw some like they've got some scenes that in like supermarkets and stuff like that that aren't too bad and stuff like that. Like the houses and stuff are not too bad. The art style doesn't seem overly detailed or anything like that. I was thinking either this or something like this or um cuz like look at the backgrounds, right? Like they don't seem overly complex or anything like that, and they kind of go. And I might this type of character model might be a bit easier. The other one that I was thinking is my dress up, darling. I want it the idea is to make it look like you're in an anime, right? And it's going to be super hard to do, and I'm aware. Yeah, I imagine so. But yeah, like this is kind of the situation I'm going with. So it looks like it kind of feels like to me that you don't use lines on the art on the backgrounds so much. Some of this actually just looks 3D, to be honest. So like there's no lines, right? Like black lines for the backgrounds or anything like that. Actually, I guess this one has black lines. So does this. But this doesn't and this doesn't. So I guess it depends on the object maybe. Anyways, so the aesthetic, right, is kind of the idea. Is I'm kind of thinking this aesthetic or like the Hokkaido gals and stuff like that. So I'm thinking that the characters will need one shader and the backgrounds will need a different shader because the characters need to have that line shading, right? The lines where the backgrounds don't. The backgrounds don't have that. Like in a lot of these, we don't really see. Although, like some of them you do, which is weird. So inconsistent. I just want it to be more consistent. I guess it's small objects. Small objects seem to have it, big objects don't. So there might need to be two, and some get it, some don't, kind of thing, and it will depend on the object. Anyways, to try and explore the idea, I kind of feel like I need a character to stand next to it so I can actually pair a character with the environment to see what it's gonna look like. And I just feel like I'm getting nowhere, so I was just like, fuck it, let's try this. And since I'm going to need a lot of office women and office men, I figured I'd start with office equipment, office stuff. So this was me getting that dress done, right? Or at least trying to, maybe. I would like to help you make a character. Yeah, I'm down. I can put one of you. I can work with you on characters. I feel like you'd be better suited though. What if you would use one of my test shaders? Wait, what if you would use this one as a test shader type of thing? I could throw one of your characters in as a if you're willing to share. They don't have to be animated or anything like that, right? And then we could work from a test shader on that. Or are you thinking like this base mesh? I'm just trying to figure out what you mean. Think. Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking. But I'm not entirely I want to put some clothes on her first. But I've never really done clothes in this app before. So this is going to be a little bit hard. Wait. If I go like this, that's one way of doing it. I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just trying things and hoping for the best. I guess this would need to be kind of moved out, right? An office skirt. I have not used ZBrush's anything, to be honest. To be fair, I don't really use ZBrush. Fuck, I did this wrong. I need to mirror and weld. Mirror and weld. Where's mirror and weld? Oops. I didn't realize that I had fucked this up so badly. I have only ever used, oops. I've only ever used Houdini for cloth. And Houdini cloth is really easy, so. But you have to do a lot of like, you have to actually make the pattern and stuff like that. And I don't know how well that's going to work for this type of thing, right? I don't know if that's really the way to go for this style, right? Oh God, I shouldn't have done that. Mm. Yeah, this is fucking terrible. I think what I might have to do is go like this, right? Ooh, that's not what I wanted. If I go like this, then I can just chop off the bottom. Right? Oops. I just bring this down like so, and then it doesn't matter anymore. We just make it extra long. Oh, I don't know how to use Z. I legitimately don't actually know how to use that app. But if I go like this, look at that. It's beautiful. It kind of works. No. Yeah, or like, yeah, basically. I think this also, I'm gonna have to Dynamesh it. Look, I'm doing all the wrong things. I'm very aware that I am not doing the right things. It's okay. It's okay. This is going to happen. This is going to be roughly painful to watch. I promise you I'm going to do my best, but this is going to be painful. Just grit your teeth and it will all be over soon. The only thing that came out good is going to be the panties, because the panties came out amazing, and we can all admit that that was not the norm, and that was a fluke accident, and nobody understands how that happened. And it was probably because I made the panties the same way that Rem makes his panties. And that's only because I've seen him spend so much time on panties. You know what? I don't think it's terrible. This is kind of the look we're going for, by the way. But I want the skirt to be a bit longer. Actually, not that bad. Yeah, right? Not the worst thing ever made. Still, I struck out on these panties. These panties are definitely the best part. I did such a good job on them. And I even got the thickness pretty well done. The lines aren't perfect, but they're pretty good. They're pretty good. I think I should just drastically increase the if I come down to this geometry and just scale that up. Yeah, there we go. Now we can do all kinds of horrible things that nobody should ever be doing. Needs more. You tell me things and I'll try them. I'll try anything. Just about. I don't do drugs though. It's about the only thing that I won't try. I had to do clothes for school one time. They wanted me to use ZBrush. I said no. I said I refuse. I'm not doing it in ZBrush. Now, I've never done clothing in ZBrush now. Okay, so let's just hold our horses before we cast too much judgment on how terrible this is. Right? It's it's definitely not the worst thing ever. I don't know if I'd call it good, but I wouldn't call it horrendously bad. I do know how I would do this in Houdini though, because like this would end up being, we would essentially just have a line. Oops. So it would just be a two-piece skirt, right? Like you've got that on both sides and then you just stitch it together. But you'd have to make, yeah, you just stitch it together. Okay, so the only other question is, should I just do it in Houdini? Do you guys want to see how you do it in Houdini? Because it's like what is it? Yes? Okay. Let's do cloth in Houdini. All right. We're putting the, actually no, I'll keep this because I think I'm still gonna need this. Okay, so first things first is I need to hide everything. And then I'm going to take this. We're going to export this out. Actually, before we do that, we're going to, is Houdini started? There it is. Okay, so I'm going to drop down a geometry node. I'm going to come into here and we're going to do, Because this character doesn't have a skin or anything like that, we're just not going to worry about it. There's our character. Our character is not centered. So we're going to say match size. Boom. Now she's centered. But we want her centered on the ground. And so we'll do that. There we go. Beautiful. There we go. Now we have our little character there. Now I have to remember how to do this. But we need a curve. So we're going to start with a curve. So let's do a really bad job. I don't like this, so we're going to delete this curve. We're going to throw down a new one. Okay. So what we want, oops, is to start kind of in the center, right? So we're going to guesstimate where her center is. There we go. That's fine. I'm going to come out. We're just going to come down along here and find the pattern that we like. Guesstimate, and then just finish it. Okay. So there, we've done the front, and then we can pretend that we're going to duplicate this. It's going to be the front and the back. This is going to be a very basic sim, right? Okay, so there's the front, right? And then what we're going to do is we're going to do transform. And for this transform, we're just going to bring this out. Am I going the wrong way? I'm going the wrong way. Okay, we want to do this. There we go. And it's backwards, so we need to reverse it. There we go. Look at that. Beautiful, right? And then we want to mirror it. And then we want to merge these two pieces here together, right? Let's see our dots quickly though, because these dots are going to be super important. Let's throw down a null so we can see the null. There we go. We can see our dots now. See these dots? These are going to be super, super important, right? So the first thing that we want to do is we actually want to transform these here. Before we do this, we want to actually mirror these up to center, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to edit. And let's do this. Ah, she's backwards, isn't she? Look how off that is, right? That's just a tiny, tiny bit off. So all we want to do is we want to put this on the center, right? At 0, right? So let's do this. We're going to select points. Edit. Drop down and edit. Select points. And we just want to transform this. It's right at 0. Well, we want to yeah. I want to transform this so we're very close to 0. There we go. I think there's an easier way to snap to 0. But I can't remember what it is right now. There we go. Sweet. Now, we've now edited this. So now all of these are on the 0. Beautiful. So now if we mirror this, we have like almost nothing. But that's fine. All right. So now let's do a fuse. We're going to fuse some stuff together here real quick. Is this not fusing? No, that's an edit. Oops. Fuse. Select. Enter. Beautiful. Let's do another one. Fuse. Beautiful. Those two are now snapped together. Then we want to dissolve. We want to dissolve that line in the front, right? She's got an apron? Exactly. Now, resample. Let's resample this. The question then becomes, how many points do we want? Right? How many points of sewing do we want along the sides, right? We might be able to get away with not. Actually, let's try it. Let's not resample. Let's see how this is gonna work. Let's copy and transform. Can I rotate this though? Actually, let's see if we can just do a mirror. Oops, that's... It's going that way. Is it this way? Oh, there we go. I was getting it right. I was just going the wrong direction here. Oh, it's not mirroring the way that I want. Oh well. Let's just make a copy. Or actually, edit. Or sorry, I don't know why I'm doing this the hard way. I'm doing this substantially more difficult than it needs to be. Reverse. And I'm not really sure why. There we go. Let's bring it close to her butt though, so it snaps nicely. There we go. And then watch this. Merge. Drop that down and we've got both versions. Well, bam. Let's drop this 1 second. There we go. Okay. Then we need to vellum. But I've got to now look this one up real quick here. Houdini cloths. Let's go. Because it's been like 2 years since I've done this. Houdini clothing. There is one specific one here. This one.
I'm a technical artist. Now, maybe this is way too, it's not enough for geometry. You can do this way. It needs more adjusted shapes, 2 sets which are separate. We will use fuse to fuse both of those. So now it's just a single closed shape. To create the cloth geometry, we have several ways of doing so. Because now we're using a custom shape, we are going to use planar patch from curves, which is this guy.
Planar patch from curves. That's what it was. Oops. Now this takes a while. This is going to take a bit. This is going to slow down my machine potentially. Oh, right. This needs 1. This might be an issue because it's 2. Let's do this one at a time here. Okay, let's take a look at what this is going to look like. You can see it, it's 10% done. Let's save. This is going to be saved to here. Projects. Models. Truckcoon. This is all writing over a network too. New folder. Base character clothing attempt 01. There we go. Look at that. Oh. I feel like it needs to be resampled. It does. It needs a resample, doesn't it? Yeah, we need to resample first. Resample. We're also going to not recalculate this entire thing because this is way too big. We're going to go for 0.8. And 0.8 was too much. Let's see, 1, 2. Oh, wait, no, 0.5 maybe. We want to try and get this so we're not doing that, right? 0.5. There we go. Look at that geo. Isn't that beautiful, geo? She's so dense. Quick question. What's her topology? Almost 2 million vertices. Her polygons. 486,000 polys. Oof. What about this one? 32,548 polys is the front of the skirt. Moss, that one trans guy DD system. Hi, hello to you too. Game ready skirt, 100%. Super game ready.
Which will fill in our geometry. Another way that we can create Claude is that we can use a planar patch, which is simply just a shape, a regular planar patch. There we go. Which we can use to create a shape. This is from setup default. If we connect this here and we set the proper orientation, we can do this way. It needs more press. We can. So because if we don't do the sample curves, we have our planar patch alt key, dragging, and let it go. This will be our back. So we're going to set it, rearrange it properly in relation to our mannequin. So we are in our transform tab. We bring it a little bit more forward. I'm going to turn up.
Yeah. Okay. So this is going to be our front. Oops. Right. And back.
Turn off the grid to snap. It's the reverse node, single piece.
Then we're going to merge them. And obviously, once you've done this multiple times, it gets easier.
Now what we can do is that we can create our cloud constraints. So if we type balloon, we can see the several setups that are useful for creating, for example, here the balloon cloud. It can be grain or hair or soft bodies. But right now we're going to go with configure cloud. So the first thing we will notice is that we have 3 inputs. If we place down a null, we can tell that the first one is actually just for geometry. The second one will be our constraint network. The cloud configure what does is that it creates the distance constraints and also the bend constraints. The way this works is that if I'm going to make a really quick drawing here, so we have a set of points which are going to represent our geometry. So this is just going to be like the triangles we have. I'm just going to simplify a little more, and we're going to make another one. So we have our points. So for distance, it's very straightforward. What this does is pretty much how far away from each point to point are able to stretch, pretty much. This is going to be the stretch stiffness for distance constraints. And for the bend, as you can imagine, is just the rotation. So what we are seeing here is both distance and bend constraints. What we can also do is that we can, if we set down just the balloon constraints, we can see that we can default this distance along edges. And here we can see here, we place down the null. There we go. And if we change it to bend across triangles, this is how it looks like. So now that we have our configure cloud, what we can do is that we need to first make sure that our scale is correct. By that I mean not only just the scale in relation to our mannequin, to be the believable size of maybe, I don't know, 1 meter and 60, 70, it just depends. But what I also mean is that for the thickness of the cloud as well. So if we go into balloon post-process, this is meant to do more smoothing out the details that we want, or just post-processing our cloud after we simulate. But what this is helpful is that we can also use this to visualize. So we can visualize our thickness right away from here. And we can see that maybe it's a little too big. So what we can do is that we can just decrease it a little more. And so it's not too large.
Column post-process? Okay. Let's see what it comes up with. I think that I should probably tone this down. It's a bit much, right? Is that the... whatever. It doesn't really matter that much. Get it all. So many. This is going to be a pain in the ass. I'm going to stamp this down. Let's go to 1. Go 1.5. There we go. That's a bit better. Mm. Anyways,
That's better. It's the vellum drape, which is this one.
drape.
The Aldi vellum drape, the only difference is that it has more handy tools for us to be able to stitch and weld to create a drape. We have 2 vellum solvers here. One is the default vellum solver, and another one is the vellum drape, which is this one. The Aldi vellum drape, the only difference is that it has more handy tools for us to be able to stitch and weld to create a, for us to create our clot. The vellum solver is just pretty much the default version. Is useful for all sorts of simulations. The vellum drape, as I mentioned before, it allows us to stitch and weld or clot. So what we want to do is that we want to attach this side to this side and the straps as well. So if we go into solver, we can see that it's the same options as we do here. But with the addition of forces tab, that we have the air drag, velocity damping, and for the draping here, if we check weld additional seams, we can now start selecting which edges or points we want.
There we go. Oops. It wants something that I do not have right now, probably. Weld additional seams. Group. Damn it. Sometimes this works. Sometimes this does not. I think there is an easy way to select these along the edge here really nicely. I just can't remember what it is. Is it just...
We want to stitch. So I will go, I will do all of this in just one go. So I will select first the front part, and now the back. There we go. So this will be our stitch. This will be the stitch and weld constraints. So
okay, yeah, that's it. There is a way to do this. And I don't, there's a button that you have to press or hold or whatever, and it does it for you. Try Labs extract silhouette. Would that work? Give me a sec. I will try that in a second here. But would that just get the edge points? Maybe, but then that might get the wrong edges, right? There's a button that I can press and hold that should theoretically do it. I just don't remember what that button is. And luckily, since we don't have too many items coming in here, we're probably in a good spot. Ooh. God, I just hope this is ordered well. Okay, there we go. There. Oh, there's so much trouble there. God damn. That's a problem and a half right there. Look at that. This one's to that one. God damn it. Group by unshared edges. Mm. Oh, wait. You said edge mode, right? Would this need to be before the sampling, maybe? Or sorry, before the vellum? Scroll up a bit more. Oh. I was like, this doesn't look right. Oops. Edges. Unselect base group. Oh. That is handy. Holy shit, that's handy. That's like the most handy thing ever. Now, what would be the best way to get rid of this from here to here and here, here to here? That group 2 points. Group promote? Only because I'm learning. Oh, look at that. And then we want to, then we want to delete from the group, right? Yeah, but in this situation, I can just do that. And I think there's one that I didn't actually want to remove there. Actually, we should probably actually just fix that. Edit. I should probably edit this one here because this one here needs to be moved. There we go. Actually, we should probably just resample differently. We're just gonna do a little bit of resampling here, so we can keep a nice, consistent. This. Perfect. Oh, it's amazing. Okay. Oh, we fucked it up. Right, we need to delete that then. There. Beautiful. Then we just need this. Beautiful. There we go. Now, if we do this, this should be ordered. Ah. Look at that. It's freaking amazing. Chris, are you still there? Okay, there we go. Okay. You haven't left yet.
What will happen is that, well, it's going straight into the mesh. So what I haven't mentioned here is that the third input actually is where the collider will connect to. So if we go back to setting at null down and we go to the third input, we can see that it's just showing the collision, the collider geometry.
Okay, so now we're going to bring her in. She's up here. Well, bam. That. Yeah, this was the right one. There we go. And let's see the output. Let's guarantee this output here. There we go. Our very, very intensely amazingness here. Beautiful.
So now that we have it, we hit play. It's still going inside the geometry of the mannequin. So we have to do a couple of adjustments here. If we go into world properties, we can see that we can just...
Okay, here we go. Oh yeah. So now we can just hit play and see how this is going to work. There we go. Look at that. Oh, it's amazing. In so many ways. Look at that. We made a thing. Apparently, I did not reverse this correctly because that looks like it's very much so not the correct way. Something looks off. Fuck. Okay. Does this need to be reversed down here? Maybe. Okay. There we go. It just works. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Now you see the problem, right? There's a bunch of these little problems here, but we can fix that by going to the weld properties, and we can change these like weld frame delay and stuff like that. Now how did
the
she
welding
do
frame
it
delay.
again?
So what this means is that when it goes into frame 20, the frame 10 is where the welding will actually happen. There we go. It's actually, sorry. So this is on frame 12 is where the welding is going to happen. This is because it's first attracting one side to the other. This is the stitching process, and the welding is where it starts to fuse. So this is actually working against us. What we want to do is right away we want to snap the cloth to one side to the other. So
Okay, so let's just do that. 1. Let's try that, see how this works. There we go. Look at that. We made a skirt. Look how amazing that skirt is. Gotta admit, it actually kind of is nice, eh? So that's cool. But I want to add a seam right here. So let's do that real quick, right? So we come into here, right? And then we select some from this side that we want to remove. So let's say that we make the seam up to here, right? Why is this not working? Why are you not subtracting? You're supposed to be subtracting. Okay, so here. And then here. Oh. Okay, there we go. And then here, we're going to do this. Oops. Yeah, this one here. There we go. Now, if I come down to here and we go back and we hit play, we can see that we've created that seam. It's not quite what I want because I think we're still too tight or we're not stretchy enough or something. But essentially we can do this for all of them. And then we get these clothes, but then we've got to go in and retopo them. What we want to do is we want to transfer this onto this, right? And I think there's a way to do that as well. I'm made worse. What? What are you going on about, Fox? What do you have against my Houdini? My Houdini. But yeah, Chris, what do you think? What are your thoughts? We can go here too, and we can do other things, right? Like force. There's air drag. There's a way to simulate this with more stretch. Hmm. Ten out of 10. Are you saying that this is substantially better than than the one that I did in ZBrush? Is that what you're saying? It's better than the ZBrush one? And we can increase the thickness here, right? Like let's give this a little bit more thickness maybe. Let's give this a thickness of 0.5. Visualize thickness. And then we can do bend. Is this okay. Do you want me to bring it into actually, why don't I do this first? Here. Let's bring it into ZBrush like this. So we have we have a properly fitted gown. All right, so we're going to do that, and then we're going to do FBX output. Right now, this has 0 thickness, by the way. Right? Should we... I think this needs to be converted into polys first. Give me a sec. I want to double check.
So this is more well behaved. So during driving, so here's where we apply pretty much the properties for material. For mass, we can leave it at high compression stiffness. It will. So this is how, what will happen is that it will fall apart. So what we want to do is that we want to initialize our geometry by applying the walls. We're just fusing everything, so we have our standalone geometry without having to redo our welding constraints over and over. Fusing all the walls we have already done, and then I'm initializing the geometry again, just to get rid of all very, very low stiffness and high compression stiffness, as we mentioned before, because we have a very dense geometry. I'm not relying only on attached to geometry it may have. So this is how it looks. And if I want to, I can also I can extrude by thickness. And the visualize tab is very handy to just check general information that was already cached after the simulation, but I can reference it anytime I want to have a higher amount of polygons. So what I can do to correct this, as the name says, the collision correction, is to enable T-detangle. So this will push back and fix these areas where there's going to be self-collision and, yeah, the intersection towards the mesh. And I can actually say, okay, maybe one could be not enough. Sometimes maybe there's a section we're still stuck inside. So I can give it more passes if I need to, and it will resolve and push the clot outside the geometry. The only thing is that this situation, but I can reference it geometry.
Yeah, so Houdini export.
Okay, so for this format, they're doing actually what for this little demonstration export from frame range. So I have from frame 48 to 240. That seems fine.
1 sec. I have to figure out a convert, or sorry, is it just convert? Would it just be a convert maybe? I think so. There we go. Let's try it. Save to disk. Let's find out if this works. This may or may not work. Let's find out. It should import nicely. If I'm lucky. If I'm lucky, this imports nicely. If not, we might be fucked. File open. Okay, Chris, this is where I need your help. I don't actually know how to do this part. I think it's up here and here and here, right? That is not where that is supposed to be. That's not where the hip is supposed to be. Oh, it's supposed to be job. That's why. Ugh. So I'm just going to save this to a new file, a new location. Okay, so it is there. It's just being weird. Wait, is this? Okay, I'm just gonna do this. Come back into here. Import. There it is. Open. And then it would be insert. I need to fix. There's so much that needs to be fixed right now. But yes, there we go. I have to fix the world point. The position of this is wrong. There we go. I feel like it needs to be smoothed. Or maybe subdivide? Maybe not subdivide. It does look a lot better though. Subdividing actually might be the way to go. Look at that. That's kind of nice. But we do need to fuse maybe a couple together. Because after this, it didn't quite work the way that we wanted it to. We could just remesh it, right? In ZBrush? Like do a remesh? There we go. It's mostly done, right? Like it's mostly nice. There's definitely some problems after the convert, right? So first things first, we want to fuse because apparently we didn't quite fuse everything together. So we're just gonna there. Then when we do the match size, we'll get a better do. There we go. And then if we quad remesh, this is new. This is new. I'm curious. Oh my god, it's perfect. in like every single way. Oh thank heavens this is new and I love it. There we go. We saved a disk. Then we can go subtool. Let's delete this. Okay. Then we can delete this. Then we want to Z plugin import. Then we come over to here. This is my shitty one that I initially did, and then we're going to insert. And we're going to bring in the quad remeshed one. This is really hard to do with a mouse. I don't know how anybody can operate ZBrush with a mouse. There we go. There. What do you think? Chris, the arbiter of all things. How do I do? Did I make a decent skirt? Looks great. Yeah. And for anybody that's wondering, this is the old one. New one, old one. New one, old one. It looks pretty good. Yeah. We go like that and just add some thickness maybe. Or here, can we add thickness? I don't know how to add the thickness in here, right? Actually, I don't even know if thickness matters for this, to be honest. Geometry, dynamic. Subdiv, dynamic subdiv. Okay. Click it. Okay. Dynamic. Oh. Can we go the other way though? Or is this going the other way? Oh, this is going the other way. Oh, that's cool. There we go. So let's make this a tiny bit smaller. There we go. And then we can do dynamic. And just add the thickness until it looks right. Okay, maybe I did that a bit wrong. There, we'll just make this a tiny bit smaller. Maybe that much. Yeah, that should be good, I think. Maybe a tiny bit smaller. then dynamic, then thickness. There we go. There, what do you think? That's a pretty nice skirt. That's a pretty damn clean skirt. Wait, and then you have to apply? There we go. And then if you try and look up her skirt, you can see her panties. Because I put panties on her. Pretty good, right? Not bad for an idiot. Hentai. There we go. I don't know. I think I did pretty good. I think I did pretty fucking good. We should probably save this though. File. Now the real question is, Chris, when are you going to send me one of your characters? Totally. just like one mini characters. Like Magic, you have a skirt. Exactly. It's a nice skirt though, right? Wow. If I ever got to pick the character too, I know exactly which character I would want. Well, actually, maybe not her, but let me see if I can find the perfect character from you. My Mona? Is that the... Is this one the Mona? Your Mona would definitely be one of my more favorite ones. But not necessarily Mona. Trying to think. Because ideally I'd want her to fit the aesthetic. So it might actually be the... I think it straight up is this one. This one would probably fit the best with the type of game that I'm planning on making. Hmm. But if I'm being honest, I wouldn't actually be picky. I would openly accept any of your characters to test with and play with. I would also accept her. But yeah, I don't know which any of the characters that you'd be willing to see put into as like a at least as a temporary character, right? I'd be down. I'd have to like make all the shaders and stuff like that, and I'd have to consult you on it. But I'd be down. I'd put in the work. Oh, she's really nice. I don't think I've scrolled to her yet. To be fair though, all of your characters are really nice, so you know. I don't know how you do it. You just have like a superpower. Actually, that's a lie. I know how you do it. It was a lot of hard work. It was a lot of hard work and time went into it, and you did a great job. It was well worth the time and effort that you put into it. But yeah, this is how I make clothes myself. I wonder how I would thicken this though. I think it would be this, right? Measure thinking labs calculate. Would it just be like I think poly extrude is not the type of thickness that I want though. I was thinking poly extrude, but I think poly extrude would do it wrong, right? Oh, it totally doesn't. Oh, I don't know why I ever doubted it. I'm an idiot. Oh, look at that. It's perfect. So Chris, right now what I'm trying to do is figure out figure out a character to try and match the hard surface world to. So like right now, I think I was thinking of trying to aim for this style. Like not this character, right? But like the general style where like, but I also think that this character is a bit too young. I'd want a more adult character. It was just something I was able to find, right? So I was thinking something like this, but older. um because like the hairstyle, well it's simple. It looks appealing, but I don't think that I would hate my life trying to learn how to do this if it came down to it, right? Ideally, I wouldn't be the one making characters because I'm fucking terrible at it. But if it came down to it, I'd have to do it, right? But just this type of character, more grown up and in an office suit, is kind of what I was thinking. But I don't know what type of environment she would fit in, right? Or he. Like, it doesn't have to be a girl. I don't know what type of environment they would fit in, so I'm just like, I don't know what to do. I'm like, I could start building like I could start like blocking out buildings and stuff like that, but like what would a building look like? And like what type of shaders would I need? And I know I feel like I'm putting the cart before the horse here, but like I'm like it's the part that's interesting right now, where I'm just like, what will this world need to look like, and what extras will I need to be involved in making, and trying to figure out how am I going to paint this, right? So I don't know. There's a bunch of things, but yeah, my crazy ideas, right? My crazy stupid ideas, right? Uh, by the way, have you been streaming much lately? I never see you anymore. That's a nice looking gun. That's a ZBrush. The base mess off of that character, like the girl. Chris, if you stream, I'll raid you. The base mess you're using? Oh, how's the topology of the? Oh, it's pretty dense. I think it's just quadded. Like, there's nothing special about it. It would need to be retopologized. Like, I'm gonna have to do retopo anyways, so as long as I have a base mesh that's not like complete garbo to do it. No, that is a nice gun. It's coming along nicely. But yeah, as long as I've got like the A base mesh, right, I can work from there and learn how to retopologize. Something I'm gonna have to learn how to do anyways, along with rigging and animating and potentially character modeling, environment modeling. I already know a little bit of environment modeling because that's what I did in school when I took my 3D course. So there's that, but and then obviously like shaders. I'm going to have to learn some shader stuff, but that there's enough tutorials that I should have a fairly easy time with shaders. No, it's not 10 million polys. I can tell you exactly how many polys it is. It's 2 million. Here's the actual stats. Points, primitives, tries, polygons. Sorry, it's 500,000. Oh, the gun. Yeah. Okay, never mind. Baby numbers, rookie numbers. How many polygons is this thing at the end here? Oh, interesting. The skirt's only 20,000 polys. I thought it would be more. Did I match it very well? Oh, it needs to be fucking crazy. So much higher if I want to match that. Huh. Okay. You can see where she's got some extra polys coming in. I think around here. Yeah. They get more dense. It looks so clean though. I did think about like seeing like what would it take to inflate the bust, maybe make the thighs a bit bigger, give her a bit more shape. But I think this is closer to the Genshin Impact look than like the more traditional anime style. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Throwing shit against a wall until I figure it out. I'm starting to get tired though. I watched Sakaki a lot when I was learning ZBrush. That made the space mesh. Oh yeah. That guy I've heard nothing but good things about. The only downside is that he only does Japanese. Right? I don't think he speaks English, right? Oh, you have his Mona figure? You're a big fan of Mona, eh? I guess you're a big fan of Genshin though, right? Or like some of the Genshin characters. I could be wrong. Well, you know, if you ever want to make a Genshin style game, I want my games to be I want the games that I work on to be known for that specific style, right? That's definitely the style I want. Her what? I am unfamiliar. I've never played the game. Oh, is it this one? Yeah, I've learned that apparently Restream does not support the emote stuff. I can't see what he typed. I don't have the ability to see those emotes. I think there's a way to do it in I think there's a way to do it in No, but like I'm using Restream cuz I'm also on YouTube right now. See? Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm going to like my stuff. I actually released a tutorial for the first time in a long time. It's still longer than I wanted it to be, but I think everything takes forever with fucking tutorials. Sometimes I just don't know how to make them smaller. Hmm.
So thank you.
All right. We made a skirt. We're on our way. I'm going to try eventually I'm going to convince Chris to work on a game with me. What's up, Odon? Oh, Odon, you missed it. Here, I'll show you. I made a skirt and some panties. That's what today's stream was about. Never happened. It's fine. I understand. Where was it? File open. See, I made a skirt. And she also has panties. I can ZBrush movements sometimes just annoy the fuck out of me. Oh yeah, totally. I just can't adjust it inside of anything else, right? I think she's got 5, yeah. It was right down to that. I don't care about the density personally. For what I'm doing, it doesn't matter. But Odon, what do you think of my panties? And then the skirt. And then the skirt I made in ZBrush. It's so bad. The ZBrush skirt is terrible. Wait. This is the one that I wanted. Yeah, there we go. There's the ZBrush skirt. ZBrush skirt. First better skirt. Anyways, let's call it a night. Is anybody live? Does anybody know of anybody who's live that they want to raid? If not, I have somebody that I'll raid. I haven't raided. I don't know if I've ever raided. Wait, Aku is live? He's not live. Ow. I heard stories that he was thinking about it. I was excited for like 10 seconds there. I'm alive, but all right, we're gonna raid this person. I think that Gaz was trying to convince him to stream. He's got the graphics card to do it now. I mailed him a graphics card. I think I mailed him a 2070 Ti. I think that's what it was. I think he should too. I think he would be entertaining, and his work is good. So, anyways, let's go raid her. Be nice. I think most of you already know her, so. What a good friend. Well, I wasn't using it, and he needed a new graphics card, so I figured I would. I have this one here that's just like sitting behind me, and I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do with this. It's this to be fair, this is not a very good card. This is a 1070 Ti. So I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do with that. Yeah. You can kind of see it. It's literally sitting on a book right there. right there behind me. It just sits on a book. That's what it does. I have too much fucking electronics. I also have a Huion screen tablet that I need to get rid of because I can't use it anymore. Wait, did we raid already? We raided already. God damn it.